Alright guys, welcome to part 7 of the Total War Rome 2 Roman campaign. The last part, we started invading the rest of Illyria. We are currently at war with the Scordisci. I'm going to try to peace out with them because I don't want to extend into Pannonia yet and then take the Areti in this part. So we should be able to get some, finish conquering that, and then we'll start preparing for our war with Carthage over these next two parts. But they are going to give us trade and a peace treaty, which is pretty good. Do we have trade with them? No. Okay. So while we wait for the armies to replenish, we can pull our spy back down this way. Technology. Where are we at? Alright. Alright, we'll get +3 tax rate, and we'll get the one that'll reduce upkeep costs for our armies. We're going to leave one army in the Balkans on the eastern part of our empire. And then we'll probably move 2 armies to go invade North Africa. We should be starting to be fine. Let's get, well, what do we want to build? Here, we don't have a food building, so we will get a food building for this province. And then over here, I don't know how much recruiting we're going to be doing out over here. So let's get a consecrated ground. Just to work on some public order stuff. Charge to see the dolphin, because why not? How's our politics going? 35, 12, 37, secure loyalty. As long as this is at above, like, 0, we don't have to really worry about it. Alright, we do need to replace 2 Astadi units with this legion, so this army will be the one we pull back. Well, actually, not yet, because we do want to fight over here. So let's declare war and secure our east. Diplomacy has failed then, and wisdom has fled. Alright. They have a decent garrison army, they have a fleet, and they have Raiders of the Sea. This should be an easy battle. Alright. We got dry. Over here. There's no walls, so they could sally out towards us, but since the garrison army is decently sized, I think we're going to sit back, use what we've used this entire time, just a standard, like, infantry wall. We're going to see what they do. Actually, this time, let's put the Principes in front. Let's mix it up a little bit. We're on the offensive, so we'll put skirmishers in the front. We'll put our better cavalry on our left flank, Triarii on the right flank. Alright, let's see what they do. The garrison army is in here. We gotta wait for their fleet. I don't expect them to sally out towards us. We have pretty good cavalry, so...
This is all that I need to say. Now, prepare your weapons.
Let's speed up and let's see what they do as they get the navy in position. I'm not worried about most of this because most of this is archers. The cavalry will be able to just mop this up. Let's let them all get in position. The general is on a boat. Okay. Alright, let's play this out. We might assault from two sides. Let's move the...
For Rome! Advance
Move the Principes up. It's Stadi, we're gonna keep... Well... We'll send two Histadi on this side
cavalry!
with a cav unit. The rest of the Histadi, we'll start putting that way. The skirmishers, we're going to put right behind the Principes.
In service to Rome!
The rest of the cav, we'll put one on... We'll put the remaining cav units on this flank. General will follow up in the middle. Speed this up. Alright.
Romans, ready for duty! For Rome! March!
Just walk, just walk, just walk.
Principes!
Let's get
Melee troops!
the middle two.
At speed! Double time!
Let's do three. Let's do three.
Prepare to attack! Form testudo!
To advance in Testudo. The rest of the skirmishers over here. We should be able to cross straight through there. Start moving the Histadi
In
up.
service to
We'll
Rome!
have the Triari go on the flank. The other two Principes, we'll just line up like so. And we'll have the skirmishers move up slightly. Cavalry, we can line up over here. Alright, let's fast forward. Alright. They have some spears over here. Our cavalry.
Commander!
Let's actually reposition the Histadi. So we can hopefully pin their spearmen and let the cav just charge in the back. Our Principe should start taking missiles soon. Triari. Let's have them start moving up. Do engage. Wait, no, that's cav units. That's cav units. The Triarii.
At your command!
Uh,
Missiles!
I'll have one of you go right here. And we'll have the rest of the skirmishers line up behind the Principes.
The double! Principes! Advance at speed! They're exhausted! They're fighting back!
Get some cinematic shots.
Cheer, you buggers, cheer! And another!
Look at our testudos. Our little tortoises.
Sons of Mars! Quick march! Melee infantry! Proud Romans of all! Principes! Brave
Alright.
Romans to a man!
Should be able to break that.
Hasta Combate! At the double! Equo! See-ho!
Let the Triarii start moving in on this side. Can we get the cavalry to come in from the back? Try to encircle. Fall back. Fall back.
Sons of Mars! Double time! Missile infantry ready! Melee infantry! At the double! Your orders! Battle ready! Make them bleed!
Oh shit, the cab destroyed a archer unit. Now, this cab needs to come over here. You guys need to be the ones running. This cab I don't want to engage. Alright. You can charge straight up the rear. Get the back of their line. Move up the reserves. We're probably taking some friendly fire. But they're taking a lot of casualties. Okay, you guys engage right there. Italian tribesmen. Pull the cab back. Triarii. Did you ever cab unit?
Jupiter gives us strength. Melee infantry ready.
Just charge. Actually, only one of you charge. One of you attack the other Italian tribesmen.
Missiles awaiting targets.
The cavalry can charge right over here in the rear.
Quickly now. Romans ready for duty.
And just charge them straight into the Triarii. Oh, this cap charge is gonna be brutal right here.
Cavalry. Take their heads.
I'm gonna get smashed.
Proud Romans all. At the double.
Get cinematic. Kill as many of them as possible just for cinematic view. Alright, that was a quick little battle. We took 300 losses. Since I want to get ready to invade Carthage, this part might be a little bit longer than usual. Might be a half-hour long part. Occupy. Okay, now we gotta work on converting. Let's make it a civil. I don't really want to lose 4 public order for that. Let's just make it a docks. We're gonna auxilia barracks, screw it. Alright. So let's start planning. We have 2 other armies besides those 2. At least we should. One is already in position to invade Corsica. I need to keep one army up here to be able to just guard our north. So we're going to have one army probably come from Sicily to attack Carthage itself. One army is going to take Sardinia, which it will probably be this army because as Auxilia Cav, this unit still has Equites. Yep. I always forget about this. Commander, Gladius, 5 shots per minute. Yeah, I want that. Alright, Illyria is ours now. So there's not much to worry about. I don't want to get involved in a Greek war when I'm planning a different war. It's better to let them just keep fighting themselves. Even if that makes me untrustworthy, it's just better for us. For this army, we can start moving back to Italy. Yeah, this has public order, +9. Down here, let's do another farming settlement because I don't know how Africa's going to turn out. We should start getting a fair amount of stuff done soon. We're going to put this army on force march. All the way down here. It'll take a couple turns at that point. But what we could do is, since the army makeup's almost the same, honestly, just have this army force march here. We can have this one, which will speed it up a little bit. Go to Sicily. We shouldn't need a navy, really, to invade Carthage. Making 3,400 per turn. Let's do some diplomatic stuff with some characters. Send diplomat. Not sending it to Athens. Let's send one to the Raetti. We'll send you to Macedon. Secure loyalty, because I don't want any chance of civil war to ever happen. So now you're at 8. I might have to do some more diplomatic actions for the House of Papyra. Send gift, House of Papyra. Did that increase the loyalty? Yep, by 2. Alright. Alright, we send the turn. You just gotta wait for our armies to get in position. Our spy's finally moving after we took the region. Which is fine. We do have to replenish 2 units of Hastati in the unit at Dalmorium. So that shouldn't take too long. Anyone in our house? Alright. So you should be able to replace your 2 Hastati now. You keep force marching to Middleon. You keep force marching your way down to Labam. Shouldn't take too long, but we are going to start fighting Carthage. Fighting Carthage should, in theory, give us a little bit of land over here, the Isles of Palma, Sardinia, and most of North Africa. So we should become a pretty major power at that point, instead of being a little regional power. So, yeah. Let's do some political stuff. They have 0 loyalty whatsoever. So you... Where's our faction leader? Can you adopt anybody? Yeah, you can adopt her. We can do a favor. Faction leader. Let's seek a spouse now. She can do a favor. You. Can secure a promotion. Do a political marriage with the House of Junia. Let's send another diplomat to the Rieti. You seek spells. And then secure a promotion. Alright. Next turn. We're probably going to end the part once the armies get into position. And then in part 8, I think, we'll actually start the war.
Our merchants seek prosperity.
Company with a clever tactician, your armies will march further for a while. That's actually really good, considering I'm marching like the length of Italy. Okay, we'll get to Labeum. How's the politics now? 8 loyalty, 0 secure loyalty. As long as this says 0, I really could care less about what happens politically. Are there any buildings that can be developed? Upgrade you. I can kind of afford to lose public order in Italy to make a little bit more money if I have to. Over here. Just keep investing over there. We're at 3,000. We're at the point to where we could potentially consider raising another army, but I don't know if we need to just yet, though it would probably be better to do it than to be sorry for not doing it. We're at 4,000. Return. What was it? We're going to get this one because it reduces 3% upkeep in all armies, which is really good for us. So let's get... We should be fine on food over here, so let's get a amphitheater. Out of curiosity, what auxiliaries can be recruited here? Auxiliary Illyrian cavalry, looks like some infantry, nothing, not particularly fancy. Take you off force march. Let's take you off force march in case we get randomly attacked. Now you are going to keep marching and start coming by sea. Once we're in position to land in Africa, we will end the part. I don't want to make this part like an hour long and do a major battle at Carthage. Let's get trade done. We're making 4,500, so we could definitely, no. Stay in the water. Stay in the water. Double team. Probably, honestly. Oh, wait, we can disembark right there next turn, so that's all we gotta worry about. You're fine. What's the public order if I pull you back? Alright, I do want to pull you back into Italy and get you to better cavalry. So let's move you this way. And then we'll send you back. Wait, unlocks recruitment of auxilia cavalry. So I actually don't have to do that. I gotta wait for that building to get built up. Not a whole lot we can do with our money besides recruit another army, which at some point we might need while we're trying to conquer Carthage. Yeah. 4,900 per turn. Economic growth is doing pretty well for us. -4 food. Magna Graecia, we can get this. And then... we're doing this at Labeum. Get a market settlement, and then we'll do a... We'll do a meeting place. You can move right up here and trespass against Carthage. We're going to sit there for a turn. You and start crossing into Sardinia. You also had kind of bad cavalry, so we'll worry about that later. How's the politics? Secure loyalty. No public. No. No civil war. We don't want no civil wars. Over here. Just actually, let's send some diplomats out. Carthage is angry with us now. Send one to the Venetti. That's all we'll do. That's all we'll do. We're almost making 5,000 per turn, which is really good. At that point, I really can't not justify raising another army. Especially since it's about to get 3% cheaper to have that army. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is.
I have talked to wise woman.
The already non-aggression pact. Sure. Did we destroy that faction we fought earlier? It's looking like it. We got the Tribali right here. The Brucey, the Sigorshi. They're kind of hostile across our whole northern border. So we're going to take you off of Force March. You keep moving south. Alright, so we're in the position to start the war with Carthage finally. And yeah, I'm going to end this part here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.